This is by far one of the greatest episodes of all time. After saving her life multiple times, things take a dark turn when a gunshot goes off in the end.
Bang bang, my baby shot.
Welcome back to Animation. We start off with our girl Riko just chilling in the ocean with the fishes.
What the hell is this? That's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi sleeps.
And then suddenly, we're back to where Riko is spilling the tea to Gojo about Kurio's kidnapping.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Geto apologizes to Gojo for not realizing how much their enemies would value Kurio. Gojo thinks about all the schemes the kidnappers might pull, while Riko is just genuinely worried about Kurio. Now, Gojo's grand plan is to take Riko to Jujutsu High for safety and then they'll swoop in to rescue Kurio. But hold up, because Riko has trust issues. She's side-eyeing Gojo, thinking he talks the talk but won't walk the walk.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it.
Honestly, I don't blame her because Gojo has that kind of vibe. He's real smooth. In the end, Gojo agrees to take Riko to the meeting spot with the group that kidnapped Kurio. He pinky promises to leave Riko behind if it puts her survival at risk. Then out of nowhere, we suddenly saw Gojo stripping off his red jacket and Riko's in her bathing suit at the beach with our kidnapping victim apologizing to Geto for getting caught by the star religious group Q. Honestly, I really thought it was just a flashback at first, but lucky for us, we got a quick peek at how Gojo and the gang faced off with the kidnappers before getting some much-needed rest and relaxation on the beach. Geto reveals that they use a plane to get to Okinawa for safety and we catch Gojo being all creepy, checking out every passenger on board. He then questions why the star religious group Q picked Okinawa for the exchange.
That's suspicious.
Kurio thinks they selected this spot to prevent Riko from meeting tomorrow's full moon deadline. However, Geto disagrees, saying they would have chosen a rural area with bad transit if that were the case. To be safe, they called first-year students Yubira and Kento Nanami to offer support in case of an attack at the airport, which Nanami wasn't down for at all. If you're not up to speed on why all this chaos is unfolding, let me break it down. Riko and I, the girl in the spotlight, is like the new living space for Lord Tengen, the big boss at the Jujutsu High. Tengen-sama is a powerhouse, basically the reason Jujutsu Kaisen exists. He's down there, deep in the school's depths, keeping everyone safe as the ultimate guardian. Here's the twist. Every 500 years, he's due for a major evolution, and unless he merges with a human, things can get pretty ugly. They're desperately trying to stop his upgrade because if he evolves, he's no longer the Tengen-sama they know. Instead, he could become a massive supernatural problem for everyone in existence. Since Lord Tengen is occupied at the bottom of the school keeping everyone safe, Geto and Gojo were assigned to safely bring Riko to him. It turns out, even in their cursed world, there's still a lot of groups opposing Jujutsu sorcerers. They know Riko is Tengen's vessel and want to put a stop to that. Hence, we find ourselves in this sticky situation with young Riko as their target. Just a quick side note, although Geto and Gojo are hailed as two of the most powerful sorcerers at Jujutsu High, there's another character up for the challenge of beating them, and his name is Toji Fushiguro. Watch and see.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Okay, we're back at the beach with Gojo and Riko goofing off with a juicy sea cucumber on the beach. Their fun comes to an end when Geto says it's time to depart. However, Gojo argues they should stay at Okinawa for one more day since there are fewer curse users there than in Tokyo. What caught my eye here is Gojo asking Geto to stay for a while because he saw Riko pout. Secretly, Gojo is a real softie. Geto questions if Gojo is making a good call, thinking he's pushing himself too much. He suspects that Gojo's recent fight, where he couldn't unleash his technique against the group after Riko, is taking a toll, causing stress and sleep troubles. However, Gojo isn't concerned and confidently asserts he can handle it with Geto by his side. Then we see glimpses of Gojo and his friends exploring Okinawa before heading back to Jujutsu High for the third day of their protection mission. We also see Riko exploring the big aquarium, and I gotta say, I genuinely love this part, especially knowing how things will turn out. After several days filled with joy and youthful fun, they return to Jujutsu High. Gojo even jokingly mentions not wanting to babysit Riko again, but out of the blue, he suddenly feels a knife piercing through his stomach. It's a jaw-dropping moment, especially since they are within the protective barrier of Jujutsu High. I knew Toji is a force to be reckoned with. Toji thinks back to a time when he visited Gojo during his childhood. Fascinated by Gojo's six eyes ability since birth, Toji remembers that nobody had ever noticed him standing behind them until he met Gojo. Even as a child, Gojo's keen awareness allowed him to spot Toji. Knowing he couldn't take on Gojo one-on-one at his peak, Toji reveals that he sent others to tire Gojo out, slowly weakening him and thereby causing him to drop his guard.
You son of a bitch!
Using his cursed spirit, Gedo pushes Toji back. Gojo calmly instructs Gedo not to panic, assuring him that Toji's attack missed any vital areas. He then asks Gedo to focus on protecting Riko and getting her to 10 Gen, while he confronts Toji on his own. The others all make a run for it, setting the stage for an intense showdown between Gojo and Toji. Now, brace yourself for the most thrilling part and pay close attention. Toji swiftly slices through the worm curse that Gedo had sent earlier, and we are introduced to his pet worm curse spirit practically clinging to Toji's body. It's super gross and kind of parasitic, but hey, that's what's happening. Gojo realizes that Toji doesn't use cursed energy, but relies on his heavenly pact, giving him exceptional physical strength and speed. He's not just strong, he's incredibly fast. So fast that I can hardly keep up while watching him fight against Gojo.
Why are you running?
Gojo tries to hit Toji hard, but it doesn't work at all. Gojo has to step up and use his curse technique Amplification Maximum Output Blue. Suddenly, everything in the house, the woods, shatters into pieces, leaving no spots for Toji to hide. Then a bunch of these weird flyheads cursed spirits appear. Gojo mistakenly thinks Toji is after Riko, but Toji surprises him with the inverted spear of heaven, a special grade cursed tool. Gojo gets sliced from neck to belly and looks like he's practically done for. Meanwhile, Gedo and the gang are getting close to Tengen's place. In the elevator heading down to Tengen's Sama, Kurio tells Riko she can't accompany them any further, and they share a final embrace. When they arrive at Tengen's spot in the main hall of the Tombs of the Star, Gedo guides Riko, promising Tengen's protection until the assimilation. However, Gedo offers Riko a choice to leave and go back to Kurio, a plan discussed with Gojo before the mission. In the Tombs of the Star Halls, Gedo assures Riko Emanai that if she rejects the merger and returns to Kurio, he and Gojo, as the strongest sorcerers, will protect her. And just as Emanai is about to accept Gedo's hand, with emotional music playing in the background, Toji shoots her dead, right through her head. Gedo is left in shock, as are we. I didn't know whether to laugh or scream or cry. Toji also triumphantly declares Gojo's demise, and in response, Gedo summons his two mightiest curses, gearing up to battle the sorcerer killer. Visibly affected, he summons his courage and utters one final word: die. Our episode ends with Gedo preparing to avenge his friends. Hey, you still watching? Don't forget to subscribe and give that like button a smash to get your regular fix of fantastic anime stuff. Wow, that's one intense showdown. Is Gojo actually gone for good? Will Gedo make it through Toji's assault? Has Riko really excited this reality? There are so many questions swirling in our minds right now, but don't fret, we've got some of the answers for you. So make sure to stick around till the end of this video. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Episode 3 has become a crowd favorite, breaking records as one of the most watched and highly rated episodes of the series. Not only did it reveal Gojo's vulnerabilities, but it also took a dark turn, a signature move by the mangaka Kikutami. The big showdown between Gojo and Toji is the highlight, and Mappa's animation makes it even more epic than what you'd expect from the manga. Seriously, it's up there with the best battles from Season 1. There's a stand-up moment, Riko Anai's isolation. The animation and voice acting hit you in the feels as Riko grapples with feeling special and being an eternal outsider. The colors, especially the blues and greens, make her isolation painfully obvious. Scenes at Okinawa vividly show how little the 14-year-old has experienced and how her life being cut short is a greater tragedy than we imagined. One big change worth noting is how Riko's death is presented. In the manga, we see it from Gedo's perspective, but director Miyajima takes it a step further by fully immersing viewers in Gedo's experience. This makes the moment unsettling and seriously traumatic, shedding light on the profound negative impact of Riko's death on Gedo's mental state.
No, fuck that! Oh, everything y'all got me fucked up! Oh, my mama, y'all got me fucked up!
In a nutshell, this episode is a goodbye to Riko Emanai and the playful innocence of Gojo and Fushiguro. Some say Riko was the embodiment of their innocence, hope, and optimism, and her death signals a turning point. Speaking of turning points, mine was how beautifully they portrayed the aquarium scene. Riko, seeing herself in those fish, felt like they had a whole life ahead. But here's the irony. Those fish are also unaware and are also captives in a cage. Their ocean isn't what it seems. Similarly, Riko, who's stuck with her destiny as a star plasma vessel, was given the illusion of protection by Gojo and Geto. But even that was a trap. She was destined to die today, with or without merging with Tengen. This episode was an absolute mind-blower from start to finish. Okinawa looked so beautiful that I wished I could dive into the water right from my screen. I couldn't help but appreciate the massive improvement in production quality from the first season. The piano in the middle of the episode added a nice touch, and I have to say, Gojo's blue looked absolutely gorgeous. Big shout out to Gojo, by the way. In the past few episodes, he seemed a bit distant and blunt with Riko, but he's got a kind, soft heart beneath that tough exterior. He genuinely tried to make Riko's last day enjoyable and was quick to offer help if she wanted out. He said it even before meeting her, showing a lot about Gojo's true upstanding character. On one hand, it's a bit disappointing that this is a flashback, so we already know Gojo gonna be alright. However, on the other hand, it throws a curveball. The strongest sorcerer in history just got taken down by a dude with zero cursed energy.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But seriously, that's just my 2 cents. I'd love to hear yours. Are you as traumatized as I am? Were you on the verge of tears too? On a lighter note, who's your MVP in today's story? Still Gojo, or is Geto slowly reaching that #1 spot? What's your prediction for the upcoming episode? Can Geto take on Toji? We're sure Gojo lives since he's in Season 1. But what about Riko? And what's happened to Kurio? Drop your thoughts below. Now let's make sure we're all on the same page before we finish up. First off, deep bow to Mappa for making this anime extravaganza. We love watching your crazy creations. Also, every single clip you've seen in this video rightfully belongs to its original creators. Our role here is simply to share our love for anime, have a good chat, and interact with you, our illustrious viewers. Okay, back to business. Wipe those tears and hang tight. Fellow anime enthusiasts, keep that spark of curiosity shining bright and your enthusiasm for anime adventures alive and well. Brace yourselves for the upcoming roller coaster ride in our next recap of Jujutsu Kaisen. Before we say our goodbyes, be sure to smash that like button. If you've journeyed with me till the very end, don't forget to drop a comment with a kitty cat emoji. This is your anime sensei signing off.